Hello everyone. In this video, we're going to learn how to use a for loop to loop through a dictionary in Python. If you're already familiar with dictionaries, that's great. You'll feel right at home. But before we jump into looping, I'll quickly review what a dictionary is, its main components, and how it's used to store data. That quick refresher will make it much easier to understand how for loops work with dictionaries and why they behave the way they do. By the end of this video, you'll be comfortable looping through keys, values, and key-value pairs with confidence.
Before we start looping through dictionaries, let's quickly talk about what a dictionary is in Python. A dictionary is a data structure that stores data as key-value pairs. Instead of using index positions like a list, we use keys to access their corresponding values. In other programming languages, dictionaries are often called hash maps or maps. In Python, the term dictionary is used instead, partly because map is already a built-in function in Python that does something completely different. A simple way to think about a dictionary is like a phone contact list. The contact's name is the key, and the phone number is the value. Let's look at a simple example. Student. In this dictionary, name, age, and grade are the keys, and Peter, 20, and A are their corresponding values. To access a value, we use its key. For example, if we want the student's grade, we can write this. One important rule is that each key in a dictionary must be unique. We can't have two keys with the same name. Values, on the other hand, can be any data type: strings, numbers, lists, or even other dictionaries. Dictionaries are considered unordered, but in modern versions of Python, they do preserve the order in which items are added. Even so, we usually don't rely on order when working with dictionaries. One big advantage of dictionaries is that accessing values by key is very fast, which is why dictionaries are used so often in real-world programs.
In Python, looping over the keys of a dictionary is simple and straightforward. By default, when we use a for loop on a dictionary, Python automatically loops through the keys. This loop goes through the dictionary, one key at a time, and prints each key. If you want to be more explicit, you can also use the keys method. Both of these loops do the same thing. The first version is shorter and more commonly used, but it's helpful to know that keys method exists. Keys are often used to access their corresponding values. Once we have a key inside the loop, we can use it to get the value from the dictionary. Here, key represents the current key in the loop, and student, open bracket, key, close bracket, gives us the value associated with that key. This pattern is very common when working with dictionaries and is the foundation for looping over values and key-value pairs, which we'll look at next.
In many cases, we're only interested in the data itself, and the keys are not important. When you don't need the keys and only care about the values, Python allows you to loop directly over the values in a dictionary. To do this, we use the values method. This loop goes through the dictionary and prints only the values, without giving us access to the keys. Looping over values is useful when you just need to process the data. For example, calculating totals, checking conditions, or displaying stored information without worrying about how that data is labeled. Very often, we need both the key and the value at the same time. In Python, the best way to do this is by using the items method. The items method returns pairs of keys and values. On each loop iteration, Python unpacks one key-value pair into the variables key and value. This allows us to work with both pieces of information at the same time. Using items method helps us avoid manually looking up values using keys, which makes our code cleaner, easier to read, and less error-prone. Because of that, looping with items method is the most commonly used approach when working with dictionaries in real-world Python code.
To summarize, in this video, we learned what a Python dictionary is, how it stores data using key-value pairs, and the different ways we can loop over a dictionary using a for loop. We looked at how to loop over keys, how to loop over values, and how to loop over both keys and values together using the items method, with examples showing when each approach is useful. If you have ideas for similar Python topics you'd like to see covered, feel free to leave a comment below. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more Python tutorials. Thank you.